Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls of all ages, we have a full announcement. The announcement is that MediEvil Remake is still undergoing, and it has its full announcement trailer. An actual trailer, for that matter. If you have been living under a cave or a rock or wherever without internet providency of any kind, a year ago during the PlayStation experience, they did a very brief tease. And by very brief, we're talking like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 20 seconds at most, of basically the sky with clouds and what looks like a shadowy figure of Sir Daniel's skull. Basically the skull shape itself, followed by the sound effect, and as well as MediEvil. So we all figured that MediEvil was going to be the next game in the lines of console classic games that are being remade from the ground up. And we were waiting for it for about a year now. Might as well be a year at this rate. I think that PlayStation experience came out in November, if I'm not mistaken. Someone will probably quote me on that one, but I think it was in November that it got revealed. And for about 2 weeks, PlayStation has been basically teasing a teaser trailer announcement for MediEvil on Halloween. And it kept saying 7 p.m., but I keep forgetting that that's in a different time frame, so obviously it's probably going to be a different time frame entirely, because we got the trailer, or at least I did, right around 10, 11 o'clock that morning. So, upon looking at the trailer, I'm going to tell you right now, it looks so freaking good. It does. It looks so freaking good. So Daniel is absolutely beautiful looking. I actually thought they were going to try to do like a character model from like the PlayStation Battle Royale, which honestly that one looked pretty good too. Not gonna lie on that one. But in this one, whoa, he looks good. He looks real good. He does. He really does. Gameplay wise, because I played a little bit of it on my live stream, whenever I tried playing it, that is. By try, I mean halfway through I got a little sick. But needless to say, playing through it, I can recognize some of the levels that was showcased during the announcement trailer. And there's a couple of things that I do want to go ahead and point out when watching that particular trailer. And it could be me, you know, I may be wrong about it all. But the game itself looks a little bit rough. I mean, it's very well polished, let's put it that way. In terms of like being a remake, it looks well polished. But in terms of it being a gameplay functionality, it's a little bit on the rough end. Because Sir Daniel is basically doing his normal attacks, and as he's getting hit, he's not really being knocked back. Now here's the thing, in the original PlayStation 1, he does actually get a little bit knocked back, but not by much. It's just a small knockback. This one, however, it looks like even if he got hit, it did not knock him back. It just kind of phased through him. Obviously doing damage, but it just looked like it phased through it entirely. And that's a little bit concerning for me. But then again, this is like a early development, obviously. We're talking like the announcement basically said 2019. Didn't specify whether it be fall or winter, or spring, summer. It just said 2019. So I imagine it's probably going to come out somewhere within like from August, or at least towards like October, November of next year. Around this time, rather. If it does get a summer release, I will be quite impressed and quite happy about it. But it said 2019, so I say we're still quite a ways before we can celebrate the full release of MediEvil. But aside from that though, I have no arguments about how it looks. I have no arguments about it at all. Other than the gameplay of how the enemy interception with Sir Daniel, it seems like it just goes through him rather than like stopping him or something like that. And again, it could be because of the fact that, you know, they're trying to like mimic how the PlayStation 1 was, but it didn't really stop Sir Daniel. It just went through him and Sir Daniel continued his normal attacks. I may be wrong on that one, but So far, it looks like it showcased the first MediEvil, just the first one. I'm hoping that they've done both the first and the second one. I'm hoping that's the case because technically MediEvil only had 2 games during the PlayStation 1. MediEvil and MediEvil 2. So hopefully whenever they continue more details on this one, it is both games and not just the first one. Because in terms of the description, it talks about the experience involving the story with Sir Daniel versus what's the sorcerer's name? Sarok. Yeah, Sarok. Lord Sarok. But needless to say, this one is it's like among all of the remakes that we have heard so far, this one is going to be the most exciting for 2019, unless Square Enix decides to make an announcement saying that Final Fantasy VII will be released sometime in 2019. I sincerely doubt that's the case, but who's to say really for sure. But this one's going to be the best, it's going to be the most exciting remake in terms of remakes for 2019. So if you're excited for MediEvil, definitely get excited for this one. Obviously, there is still the Spiral that's going to be coming out within the next 2 weeks. I might pick that up, I don't know. I'm definitely wanting to play it. But as to like, am I going to get it as soon as it comes out? Might wait a little bit on it, probably as it goes on sale or something like that. Maybe during Black Friday. I doubt there'll be any left over, but if it does go on sale Black Friday, I'll probably pick it up then. But then again, there's also Crash Bandicoot, which every single time I look at it, it does look interesting, but everyone says it's hard like Dark Souls, which is insulting for a Dark Souls fan like myself, because Crash Bandicoot is a platform scrolling game. It's not a action combat game like Dark Souls is. It's just you go from point A to point B each level, trying to get as many gems as you can to progress through the story, and that's it. That's basically Crash Bandicoot as a whole. But because people say it's hard, and keep in mind I'm not a fan, well, not a fan, but not good at platform games, I think I might pass on Crash Bandicoot. If someone was to suggest me to try playing it, I'll probably pick it up later on, who's to say, but definitely want to try out Spiral the Dragon whenever I get a chance. And then this one right here, MediEvil, I'm excited for that one. Because so far my biggest problem with the original PlayStation 1 so far that I have in terms of complaints is the camera angle. The camera hurts so badly. Like, your eyes will strain so badly because of how the camera just turns around and it's angled awkwardly. And judging by the trailers, hopefully it looks like they fix that. It looks like they are aware of the fact that the MediEvil original had a camera problem. So they're hoping that I'm hoping the remake had fixed that camera problem. Of course, with it being in the 60 frames and everything like that, I say that will probably add as an extra bonus to help make it a little bit better, but we'll see. Anyway though, that's going to be it for this video. That's just a thought that I want to go ahead and throw around, knowing that MediEvil has a gameplay trailer. Check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's just a small one, but hopefully later on within next year they'll update us to let us know that it's not just the first one, it's both 1 and 2. So that'll be good. So anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.